welcome in. Yeah, it's lovely to have you here. Yeah, welcome to Becca's Books. Yeah, we're just a little shop that has resale books, things like that. We do also have a library system. If that's something that you're into, you can actually kind of rent a book, but it's free. We don't charge anything unless, of course, you misplace the book or you do care to purchase it. On offer today, we do have quite a few books, but on special today we have these books here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books on offer today, of course, varying sizes, but they are all, of course, a spooky theme. Would you like me to tell you a little more about them? Great, yeah. I'm sure you've probably heard of Edgar Allan Poe, but, you know, it's classic this time of year to bring out his works. So, over here we have our Grimm's Fairy Tales. This is good for someone who might want to know a little more about maybe some of the movies they grew up with, some of the stories they heard, but doesn't really know a lot about where they came from initially. This is quite a hefty book. It's the Complete Fairy Tales, and it's very, very large. The print in it is not huge. It's normal size, but it is, let's see, it is almost 630 pages of stories. There's a lot in here. Everything from, let's see, there's so many stories in here because it is their complete works. So there's the Frog Prince, Cinderella, Hansel and Gretel, all sorts of things that maybe you've heard of, maybe you haven't. It's definitely a fascinating book. As you can see, the contents have a lot of items listed. Now, I will say that all of these books are on sale today for $1 each. But if you decide to purchase all 7, we will give you them for $5. Yeah, it's a steal. We have, believe it or not, we get a lot of these books turned in, donated, things like that. People will resell them to us, especially right after Halloween. So we tend to hang on to them and then offer them on sale. Yeah, you can always come in and trade in a book too. Yeah, we try to keep our prices pretty fair. So then we have our Edgar Allan Poe book. Now, this is just selected works, but it does have his series of complete short stories, so all of the short stories he wrote, the narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym, The Raven, and other poems. This one actually has a bookmark in it from the last person who read it, and it looks like they were looking at Eleonora. It's a wonderful story. It's very interesting. But yes, as you can see, again, the print is fairly normal size, and this one is almost 800 pages, a little over 750 for this book. Yeah, so it's definitely a good one to have around. You can keep it for when it's not spooky season. Yeah, I really enjoy that one. That's one that I keep at home as well, just for, you know, sometimes you want a darker story to read. Yeah. Okay, one moment. I have a client reaching out. We'll get to these next ones in just a few. Okay. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Yeah, feel free to browse around. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, one thing that's nice about our store is that if you go to our website, it's a real person who answers the questions. It's not like an AI chatbot or anything like that. Most of the time, it's the person actually in the shop who's working. Normally, they'll have two of us. That way, one of us can kind of run the system, but they're out to lunch right now. So it's just me. Yeah. Thank you for being so patient. Yeah. Okay, so next up, I'm going to talk about all three of these books together. These are a part of the Vampire Hunter D series of books. Are you familiar with Vampire Hunter D? Yeah, it's a little bit of a niche kind of subject, but there were a couple of movies. I believe one was made in the 80s and one was made in the late 90s or early 2000s. But these are three of the books. Now, you can see that it's the first one, the fourth one, and the fifth one. Now, we do have 2 and 3 in stock. We just have less of those ones. Now, these are actually, to tell on myself, these are my favorites in the whole series. You have Vampire Hunter D, which is the first one. And as you can see, it has beautiful illustrations. The books do also have illustrations in them. Yeah, I believe this illustrator did a lot of work with the Final Fantasy series as well. So then we have volume 4, which is Tale of the Dead Town. And this one is very popular, despite how dusty it is. This one is one that people have said that they've been able to read it in a day. It's been that popular around here. Lastly, we have The Stuff of Dreams. This one is also a classic with fans of the series. Again, they feel like this one can be easily read in a day. As you can see, the print is not overly huge or anything like that, but it's quite popular. Now, again, all three of these, we do sell them. We have the others in the series as well. So if you were more interested in, say, reading them in order, things like that, we can help you with that as well. I caught it. Okay, we'll just slide those back in there. Now, up next, we have a couple from Stephen King. As you probably know, a pretty prolific horror writer. People tend to be pretty split on his books in general. They either love them, hate them, whatever you may feel. Your feelings are totally valid. But we've only chosen 2, and it's kind of an odd choice. But we've chosen a collection of short stories called Night Shift, and then we've also chosen one of his novels called Salem's Lot. I believe there was recently a Salem's Lot TV show, movie, remake. I haven't watched it, but I have read this book numerous times. And it doesn't really get any less scarier to me. I really enjoy it. It's definitely a dark take on vampires and kind of spooky things in general, but it is very, very good. It's a quick read for being as big as it is, but it'll keep you on the edge of your seat, bed, wherever you decide to read it. Now, for Night Shift, this one is a little smaller. It's not the original edition. This is a reprint from, I think, even still a few years ago. As you can see, pretty small print, like a standard novel would be, a standard paperback, I should say. But this one has so many classic Stephen King stories, and it actually has a prequel to Salem's Lot. So this one has a story called Jerusalem's Lot, which is actually read through like a series of letters, and it's meant to be a prequel to this book. Then we also have stories like Trucks, which I believe was made into a movie called Maximum Overdrive, about like vehicles that take over. There's also Children of the Corn in this one. I think they've even made Quitters Inc. into a movie by now. So this one has a lot of classics, and one of the scarier ones in here is called The Boogeyman. And they have recently made that one into a movie as of, I want to say, a year or two ago. It kind of flew under the radar. So those are our books that we have on special. Again, feel free to browse around. We have a lot of options here. But if there are any that you do want to check out, please do let me know, as I'm happy to help, okay? Yeah, feel free to browse around. Yeah, take your time. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a phone call. Thank you for waiting. Yeah, did you have any questions? Oh, okay. Yeah, keep browsing. I'm just going to reply to a few emails, okay? Yeah, take your time. Yeah, we don't sell e-readers here just because they're a little too hard for us to like certify as far as making sure that they're refurbished correctly. We do sell like journals. That's about the only non-book item that we have that's kind of book related. Is we do have some journals. We do have like some stationery kind of items. But yeah, typically we're just books. Yeah, it's noisy outside today. Yeah, we've been pretty busy with the weather getting a little more cozy outside. Yeah. Yeah, people come in and, I mean, we have the tea shop next door. Yeah. We have the tea shop next door, and yeah, they've been doing great with the cozy weather and stuff. Yeah, they sell coffee too, but yeah, primarily teas. I think they have some coffees from like a few different smaller companies in the area. keep pretty busy. I mean, sometimes, yes, we do barter our books for their tea. Yeah, they're super sweet. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wonderful. So you decided on some? Oh, okay, great. Let me finish this email here and then we'll get you all checked out, okay? Again, thank you for being so patient. I really appreciate it. Almost done. Okay. Oh, you want to get that? Okay. Let me go to the back and I will actually grab you some copies that are brand new. Well, I mean, they're all technically used, but I'll find you the best condition, okay? Yeah, it's no trouble at all, okay? Yeah, let me finish this. And then I will go grab those from the back for you, okay? Fantastic.